Ele Mungu mara Mungu no. Ya ese Mungu mara Mungu no. Maiso. Anjia. Na bora kwa kusema. Ai,
for this weekend. We are working on it. But I don't know how far we go do it. Maybe by the end of today's one. Every day, not day. It's month. Maybe by Wednesday. But the whole this weekend we are working on it. Mapepa maridadi imeenda kujipinga. Maana kule ni sana. Maana if you have conversation, so from that office, we didn't want to much. Lately, I was calling those people into weekend classes. Please, it's too much now, practically. And I'm surprised. Exactly. I'm just for the reasons I'm going to the paper, shown you. I will have shown you. It's very surprising. During the time you are writing exams, there is vigilance. But how come you have an access of copying from the book? About even 90% of your examination is taken from the book, word by word. You post on the paper, and you get 97%. Simply because that 97%, would you know, I'm just trying to find where can I take a mistake. How many mistakes? No. Using the phone, not only students, several students. And again, sometimes, can you see this? Again, it's clean. During the exam, the whole big table will be filled with answers. Who are you cheating? It's better if you score 30%. Or the stuff comes from the head. That just damage from the book you put it on the paper. Talk to me all the essence of coming into college. Let me tell you, here, you are not competing with anybody else. The idea of coming to university is not for you. If you are blessed, you are a star performer, you need to thank God for that. But we're not on competition with your friends, no. We need to pour knowledge into your head and then apply whatever you get from here, then apply over there. Whether somebody gets a distinction here at the college, and the other one, first percentage is what, 50%. Yes, you get 50%. So long you have your paper. You get your paper. Full stop and off you go. You're not here to compete with your friends, no. And because of that competition, that mentality of I want to compete with Amina, then you're forced to cheat. Then you're cheating yourself. You're cheating yourself. You're lying to yourself. You graduate empty-headed. So the problem comes when you are being deployed in the organizations. During the interviews, you will not pass. Unless probably you bribe them, or you sell your body if you're a woman, or if you're a man, then you cost a lot of money in order for you to be taken. So that's dangerous. Please stop that. Stop that, please. I've launched the complaint to the administration. I don't know if they take that seriously because no one wants to. Because the problem is, that's why we're saying, even the papers, the questionnaire, soon after you've marked them, you're not supposed to be given back. For security reasons. Take for instance, all those guys who have scored 90-something %. You take, they share their papers with students from other schools who are doing the very same course, or teachers from other colleges, and they see or they go through the question and then the answer, and they find that the answers are taken from the book. What kind of a picture are we going to give to our college outside there? Which will relate to us, plagiarism. Because don't think that these papers, if we give them to you, they will remain only in your hands. They will keep on going to other schools.
Why should you ban those people like this? Why should you ban those people like this?
It's the responsibility of the school. I've done my work. Of course, I was supposed to penalize the students.
Please, I beg.
So please stop that. I beg you to stop that. Don't cheat yourselves. Score 50
They won't stop that.
from your mind.
They will stop.
I'm going to
Give them the
Should learn something.
Evidence based. Where do we stop? Where are we supposed to pick from? Did we do psychodynamic approaches? We did. We just started. And again, let me remind you, avoid absenteeism. Just a warning. For those who will be absent, will be penalized. They are meeting right now, and one of their agenda is that one. They are meeting now. One of their agenda is that one of absenteeism. You will be penalized. So take note of that. I won't give this up. How can you graduate from a class without attending classes? Because they count hours. They count hours. You have attended, you stayed in class. The number of hours which you are supposed to attend, and if those hours you don't qualify, you'll be asked to repeat.
Wait, room number 7.
I'm afraid that Tina will be You say we just started this one. Can you leave your phone down, please? Clear your head. I don't want to see phone. Tell my phone. You got to see my phone. If I find somebody with a phone, that's not moving, I'll ban you from my class. You are saying we started looking at this theory. Did we? How far did we go with this one? What did I say? What is the meaning of psychodynamic approaches? What is an approach? When you come across the word approach, what does that mean? It's more like a method. Approach, yes, it's a method. It's a method. So which means we're talking about a method. What is this method all about? Okay, remember, from crisis, from crisis intervention. After we have finished looking at crisis intervention, here the crisis which has happened or crisis which have happened. And then we look at the intervention to intervene, to get rid or to deal with this problem. Now, we are looking on the method or strategy of dealing with a problem. Intervention number one, which we looked after having looked at the crisis. Which one did we look at? Can you remember? We looked at the crisis and then intervention. We defined the crisis. In short, it's a problem, right? So, which needed to be dealt with. If there's a crisis in maybe a family or in a community or in a nation, definitely you look for solutions to those problems, to that intervention, to that crisis or crisis. Now, we looked at those interventions. Which one did we look at it?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
There is no Africa as my
No music with that. Somebody that was listening. I was listening to this all the time. It's been so. Okay, can you see that one of the interventions? Act model. Do you remember the act model? Are you going to go back? Can somebody say whatever you don't understand by act intervention model? Today we are on cycle. Some books or authors do like this. We are here. Okay, let us continue, please. Let us go on. Let us go on. I was saying, today we are here. For you to understand this, I've said, sometime back, a couple of days ago, weeks ago, we are looking at crisis intervention. We are looking at a crisis. intervention is supposed to follow. A solution is supposed to be brought in order to sort out that particular problem, to normalize the situation. Now, which methods or which strategies can be used or models of intervention can be used? The first model to deal with an intervention was that one. The ACT model is an abbreviation. A stands for what? And T. And T. Treatment. And treatment in short. You want to treat trauma. Because wherever there is a crisis or a crisis that hits or has occurred, the first thing which is going to be affected is the brain. The brain will be affected. So you need first of all to treat the brain. The first edge you go to the brain, handling off whatsoever the situation is on the ground. Then apart from that one, we also do we look at another intervention apart from that one? Let us see if you need not to. Now, when dealing with those interventions, there are methods which are, or stages which are supposed to be followed when you are dealing with a problem. If you are bringing an intervention to any problem, there are stages which are supposed to be followed. If you want to open a door, there are procedures which can be used. If the door is closed, then you want to open it. There are procedures which are supposed to be followed when trying to open the door. So, the stages, some books write what others 10 or 7, they're just the same. Only that probably some of them to bring the number 10, which means they're separated from a certain stage to make them 10. But all of those 6 or 7 or 10, they're just the same. And those stages are the ones which are over there. They are brought by this gentleman, Robert. That's why they are known as Robert 7 stages of what? Crisis intervention model. I explained them some time back. The remaining thing is for you to go and read what those stages mean. Then after going through that one, we also looked thoroughly in the stages. I said the stages of intervention is psychosocial and the rhetoric. The word rhetoric comes from the word rhetoric. Rhetoric means quick or fast or swift. When a crisis has happened, a swift treatment or first aid is supposed to be given. If you can remember very well, during your exam, I differentiated, I brought forward to say psychodynamic therapy or crisis one was therapy. One it was therapy and the other one was treatment. Right? Was it like that? If you can remember very well. So the disc or approach. The other one was approach and the other one therapy. So therapy, approach, which means both in stages. What the therapy is like first aid. Because whenever a crisis has hit or has happened, the first thing to be done is bring the first aid to see the situation. You need to normalize the situation. Because by bringing first aid, it means you want to see to it the condition of the level of the severity of the magnitude of the problem. You want to see the magnitude of the problem. I always give an example of a player on the ground who has been injured. The first thing, the moment he's been injured, is down on the ground. You can't see players going there and then start handling that particular patient. The referee will go there and then ask from that particular patient or player, are you okay? I'm not okay. Then went out to the medical team to come. And they always go to You will not see one medical personnel. There are two going there. The first one will have a mic, will be communicating with those people who are outside there. If the magnitude of the problem is bigger, then an ambulance is supposed to come in and then take the player and rush with him to the hospital. So likewise, when a crisis has hit, the first thing which is going to be affected is the brain. The team will come and then assess the problem to see to it. How much damage has been caused by that particular problem. So the first aid. So the first stage I explained, they are saying the crisis worker or social worker, that team that has gone there, must conduct a quick. The strict one, the aim behind that is to see to it life is saved. That's why they're saying strict. Probably a person who has been affected by a crisis or who is in a crisis is probably trying to gasp for his life or her life. Then these people will bring maybe oxygen and so on and so forth in trying to save life. So the swift or quick but thorough biopsychosocial assessment. Then you go down there. My task this morning is not that one. I just wanted you to bridge the gap, starting from there and then going down. So you go through those stages and see to it what is needed when a crisis has happened and to bring an intervention. After having looked at those stages, we went there, and then today we are continuing looking at the approaches of trying to bring the intervention. And today we are on the psychodynamic approaches or methods. They link up with the crisis intervention. This is saying social workers, you are social workers, right? Social workers, your work is to balance many clients' suffering. We want to balance their suffering from a wide range of problems. If these problems could be trauma, or medical conditions, or mental health issues, sometimes even unemployment. You saw that lady on the social media who attended a college but should not find or should not get employed. So lack of that employment shows in a crisis, which also intervention was supposed to be offered to him up to her swiftly. Again, the problem could be lack of education or discrimination against or criminal records and many more. So, for you are here, you're pursuing a degree in social work, some of you community development. So that is to say, you've been prepared as students to become practitioners and to help. The idea behind that, you want to help students. The idea behind that, you want to help students. You want to help clients through counseling and the social support systems. Two things. You want to help them through counseling. Much of your work, when a crisis has happened, for example, you go there trying to counsel them. If the magnitude of the problem is bigger, that's when you leave for that particular patient or client to the higher level. That's why I even brought that question during your exams to ask you to say, when is a real case being done? It's being done if the situation has got out of hand, is beyond your recognition. The severity of the problem is huge, is bigger than your knowledge. That's when you can refer that case to the hospital or wherever you're supposed to go to and get further treatment. So social workers base, your base or your foundation, base their practices on several theories and practice models. That is to say, whenever or wherever there is a problem, because you'll be looking for problems. Your work, the nature of your work is to look for problems. And the moment you have identified the problem, what is your work? What are you supposed to do? To help those people who are in those problems, who have been affected by those problems. So, when trying to normalize the situation of those people who have been hit by any kind of a problem, your practice will be based on or will be taken from theories. What are theories? Other people's ideas. You copy from them. How did they use them previously? When a certain kind of or the same nature of the problem appeared sometime back, how did they use it? Which theory did they use? And then you also look at what apart from theories, you also look at practice models. Practice models. No wonder they are saying the Robert 7 stages of crisis intervention. They are being used worldwide. I showed you Robert 7 stages of crisis intervention. They are being used worldwide. We are using them today. They have been used from some time back in 1800. They have been used. They have been using them all that time up until today. All those stages and one which we follow. Here they are saying the same. They are saying, you as social workers, you are based. You'll be taking all your solutions to deal with problems from several theories. Yes. You'll be taking your means of dealing with the problem from theories and again practice models. Because your work requires practicals or practice to offer an action. To offer an action. So this one will include the psychodynamic theory, which is the one we are using or we are talking today about. This one, even Robert took it or used it, but it was firstly developed by a certain German guy by the name Furlow. The guy who started this one was Sigmund Furlow, and this one has gone viral, has gone worldwide. Whatever this gentleman introduced during that particular time, today is still being used. And a lot of these psychologists are still using it. They have used it, they are still using it because they have seen it. It's very important, it's workable, and it has been proved beyond the reasonable doubt that it's one way or one method or one strategy of intervening wherever a problem has happened. So this one is very important. Now, they're asking you or they're telling us to go deeper and see what's the nature of it and even the origin of it. What actually happened to come up with this one? What actually happened? When Furlow was building this or was developing this kind of theory or method, where and how did it start? They are saying psychodynamic theory was originally a theory or an idea of personality created by that gentleman. And where can you get it? You can get it from the link. He put it on the link for everybody on earth to use it. He just developed it, and he has put it on the link. He's put it on the link so that whosoever wants to use it can use it. It has evolved or it has gone significantly over the years, and many theories have contributed. They have contributed. So he just introduced it, and some other theory took stemmed from it. He just started, but others are stemming from the original. They're tapping from the original. So this is what they're emphasizing here. So a general definition of psychodynamic theory is that forces outside of a person's awareness explain why they behave a certain way. Listen carefully there. Let me give you some few seconds to read from a general definition of psychodynamic theory is that forces outside of a person's awareness explain why they behave a certain way. Listen to that one. I want you to explain to you. Are you able to explain to us what does that mean? Can you explain?
To my understanding, it simply means that your involvement as a person, what you see, the involvement in which you are in, the people or whatever, in your own awareness, explain why you behave. Your behavior is explained due to your involvement. I should say that.
I like the classes like that. It's not key. Fight. What does it mean? Fight. Brain. Dynamic.
Change.
So what is supposed to be changed? That is to say, very simple. When the crisis has happened, the brain is affected. How do you get it? The brain has been affected. And what you want to do is to normalize the situation. Which means if the brain is affected, it means it's abnormal. It's not normal. The brain is not normal when the crisis has happened to you. Now there is a fear that sometimes if the brain shuts down because of the problem, that's the end of life. Are you aware? An accident has happened somewhere close. Then all of a sudden, if somebody comes to explain that accident, James is gone. James, you see?
No, we are talking about the treatment processes. We are suggesting
So, the biggest thing is the one which will affect the brain. And most of the time, people who are dealing or bring this, they bring this. Can you see that one? Talk therapy. Talk therapy. Have you seen talk therapy? Talk treatment. That one is very violent. What you want to stabilize the brain. The brain has been destabilized. You want to stabilize the brain. You want to normalize to to normal the brain. A lot of talking helps a lot. A lot of talking helps a lot. So in psychodynamic theory or idea, a lot of talking is being a lot. They do a lot of talking. By who? By who? A lot of talking is being done by who? Because it's a communication. When a crisis has happened, there are some skills which are supposed to be applied there. One of those is communication. Communication skill. The communication will be between two, a client and a social worker. Again, listening. Who have the listening? Most of you will be listening. Not only the client, and even you, because there will be a communication going towards both sides. Now, a lot of talking will save life, will save brain, because the idea is not to let the brain shut down. The moment the brain will shut down, that's very dangerous. I hope you understand correctly if you're going to read by yourself. Now, the question would be how psychodynamic theory or ideas differ from other types of therapy or treatment. We brought the first treatment, the ACT. You remember? ACT model. Now, what's the difference between these two? For example, there are many of them, but what about these two? The ACT model and this one. For example, they are saying many modern types of therapy or treatment. External link. External link is a link which goes beyond or outside your vicinity. So you let it to be known by many. We are here. Probably this one, Sigmund Freud is a German guy. This would have been used by the Germans only, but we are able here in Africa, Malawi. We can use it. So it has been externalized, not internalized. If it was just, if it were just being used in German, then we could say it was just internalized. But now it has been externalized, it's external link. Now they are saying many modern types of therapy externally emphasize mitigation or getting rid of symptoms of the problem. For example, if a person struggles with anxiety, take for instance, the kind of crisis is anxiety or cognitive behavioral therapy will help a person address the symptoms of their anxiety. What kind of a therapy can be used if a person has got anxious about something? Anxious deals with what? Anxious defeats what? The brain. Sure. It defeats the brain. And what kind of a therapy which is supposed to be brought to this kind of a problem? Yes. Psychodynamic or cognitive because it's done with what? The brain as well. So all these types of therapies, which they deal with the brain, they belong into this psychodynamic. You need to crack your mind because this is pure psychology, guys. Psychology is tough. Don't take it lightly. Psychology is tough. It needs a lot of understanding. We are going deeper into psychology. In psychology. Please think. You need to crack your head. So, psychodynamic theory, however, explores or examines a person's deeply rooted drive, needs, and desire. It is considered a more global approach to therapy than a modern problem-based therapy. You also can look at it as a difference between focusing on